Should you sign a buyer agreement? Well, July of 2024 on, you're going to need to. So the answer is absolutely yes. My name is Ryan Skaggs, and this is the Mortgage Minute. I'm a mortgage originator for over 10 years, and today we're going to talk about this new buyer agreement that came up in 2024. Now, before I get into the specifics, make sure and like, make sure and subscribe, and click that bell icon to be notified, putting out weekly videos here on the channel. So, the new buyer agreement, basically it gives you exclusivity to the buyer's agent. Now, each buyer's agent could be working for a different brokerage, let's say brokerage A or brokerage B, so the language could be different. So my first tip is read it. Don't docu-sign it. Don't just gloss over it. Actually read it and understand what you could be on the hook for in terms of a closing cost. I'll say that again. Just read the document and understand it. Ask questions if you need to. But it'll be so incredibly important to be able to see from top to bottom, if the seller's not paying for a commission, what you would be on the hook for, and what does that mean for a quote-unquote cash to close scenario. You'd need to speak with your lender in these cases too to make sure you understand how much money you're going to need, not only for the I want to buy the home, but for the commission piece as well. So review the document. Now, for the longest time, the last 30 years, decades and decades, it's been the commissions have been paid by the seller, so the buyer wouldn't have potentially been on the hook for it. Now, what are these normal commissions? In most markets, the buyer's agent was getting 2.5% from the sell agent. Now, there are in some markets where they were getting closer to 3%, but in most markets, they're getting 2.5% to 3%. Now, I could give you a list of 100 things that buyer's agent is doing for you, but let me just kind of break it down to this. This buyer's agent, this realtor or real estate agent, depending on their designation or certification, they're doing this every single day. You probably are not doing it every day, right? So trust the professional. Ask questions of your buyer's agent before signing this buyer agreement and saying, how many buyers did you work with last year? What sort of value and what sort of tips can you help provide me, because there could be a potential cost associated with this. I want to better understand. Now, these buyer agreements could be for 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. They could be for forever. Who knows? You need to, again, back to tip number 1, review it from top to bottom and understand what you might be on the hook for. But I cannot stress enough the amount of effort and experience a solid agent can give you of potentially not buying the wrong home or in the wrong neighborhood or in the wrong area that's not going to fit your needs. So make sure, ask questions of that agent. How many buyers, right? Ask what they're going to do, what sort of network they have in terms of home inspectors, attorneys, lenders. That's part of the deal, is you're tapping into their network. You are getting some of the best connected to that agent. If you're just talking with your friend from college that has a real estate license, that's probably not going to serve you best, especially if you're on the hook for thousands and thousands of dollars. Yes, I would love to give quote-unquote business to a bunch of people that I already know and friends, but this is likely going to be the largest asset of your life, and it's likely going to be the largest liability of your life when you're going and buying a home. So take it seriously. Interview someone. Just like if you were hiring someone, if you're a hiring manager for a company, you're going to read over the resume, ask them questions, look at their professional certifications. What's your biggest weakness? Who cares? It's up to you. You're the one hiring them, but take it serious. Ask them about what value they're going to bring, and then peel that onion back and get closer and closer to the right person that's going to fit you, your personality, the neighborhood that you're looking in. So yes is the answer in terms of the buyer agreement. You need to sign it, but make sure and understand what it says. If you've got questions, make sure and put them below. Would love to start a discussion down there in the comment section. Again, my name is Ryan Skaggs with the Mortgage Minute. Stay safe, and we'll see each other again soon.